Hello everyone, this is Marcus. We're back for another episode of Yoshi's Online Battles. I just tried to record the episode already, but I got disconnection in the second game. I lost the first game to Klefki with Swagger and Mega Gengar, and I didn't really play too well, but yeah, as I said, disconnected in the second game, and pretty, like, what looked to be a good game versus a Sun team, a Sun Trickle team. However, yeah, that didn't happen, so we're jumping right in the first game. Dennis N exclamation mark GGA with Heatran, Suicune, Metagross, Landorus T, Thunderous Eye, and Hitmontop. Using the same team, as I said, that I used to win a recent Premier Challenge. This will be the last episode that we'll feature this team, so you can find a paste bin of this team in the description below. Check out all the EV spreads, all the movesets, and so on. And I think it's a pretty decent team. So if you need something for like a Premier Challenge or something, you can definitely like give it a try. For this matchup, I think that Thunderous can probably do some work, at least against his like Heatran, Metagross, and Suicune. However, it's not very good against Landorus and Thunderous. However, since my opponent doesn't know, I don't have Hidden Power Ice, I will just go with Thunderous anyway. And then I think we could go with Kangaskhan, since I do have the Ice Punisher there. So there's the Ice move to Landorus. It's a little bit of attack, I guess, to make up for a small Landorus T weakness. And since Landorus T is so common, I think it's a reasonable decision right there. Heatran would be nice for his Mega Metagross. However, it's not very good against like any of the other ones, so I think I'll bench it for this one. I always like leading with Kangaskhan like in the first squad, so Fake Out goes first. Like, I don't know, it's just a personal habit. And I think we go with Aegislash as the fourth Mon, so we can deal with Metagross. And then also Landorus, just to, yeah, throw out Intimidates against his Hitmontop and his Landorus, and against his Heatran, yeah, to do damage. Melodic would really have a field day against this team, I guess, since, like, he only has Thunderous for Melodic and Double Intimidate, and he just straight up leads with Double Intimidate. Okay, I guess we have to switch out. With Kangaskhan probably. I could go for Protect though with Thunderous. So yeah, Kangaskhan -2 won't do too much. Landorus might even be able to take the Ice Punch. However, yeah, I think I'll just switch. I could even double switch now, to be honest, because hmm, yeah, I think I just double switch into Aegislash and Landorus. Since yeah, protecting Thunderous like doesn't really gain anything, and Thunderous isn't too strong against his leads. I mean, Thunder Waving, Hitmontop, or even T-Bolting not doing too much, as Hitmontop has has a decent special defense base. So yeah, switching into Landorus and Aegislash just like lets Kangaskhan get rid of the -2 attack, and I get my own Intimidate, and Aegislash, depending on his Landorus's moveset, should be in a decent position. I should have switched the other way around probably, but he just goes for a knockoff fake out combination. Okay, I was afraid for 1 second that he would knock off the Aegislash, but interesting play right here. So he didn't really care about the Kangaskhan at all. I mean, I guess it was a -2 attack, and he probably expected like Fake Out, for example. So worst case for him is we trade Fake Outs, and or he gets off the knockoff. So he wasn't really afraid of HP Ice as well. And it's live for Blenders, which is good to know. So right now I want to go for a knockoff on the Landorus, I think. Yeah, and King Shield the Aegislash, so he cannot knock off my leftovers, but he goes for Protect. Interesting play. And just goes for double Protect. So nothing really happens that turn, but I get some lefties recovery. Could have gone for the substitute there, I guess. That would have been nice. I think I might actually go for the substitute the next turn. I'm pretty sure he will knock off the Aegislash though, so yeah, it's tough. I can't really hit the Hitmontop for like good damage, and I don't want to lose more items. But Lefty's also pretty good. I think I might actually switch into Kangaskhan. And he might switch out the Hitmontop, to be honest. Like, there's not much Hitmontop can do. So maybe I could go for a Rock Slide. Or just a knockoff. Yeah, I will knock off the Hitmontop. Oh, but he withdraws Landorus. Interesting. So I guess with Protect, Life Orb, he doesn't have knockoff after all. So there wasn't really any reason for me to be afraid. But I don't know. I just wanted to be extra like play it extra safe because Aegis Dash is just doing such a good job versus his entire team basically. And I don't expect the Hitmontop to go for a close combat right there. And yeah, it just goes for a Rock Slide. It has Safety Goggles. Interesting item. Gets the critical hit though. Not even with that, not a lot of damage. So, I guess right now he could go for the close combat on Kangaskhan and maybe like protect his Metagross. I think I definitely want to switch into my Aegislash right now. I think I'll go for the Double Edge into the Hitmontop to knock it out and go into the Aegislash. I'm guessing Hitmontop switches probably into Landorus. So yeah, we'd get off some good damage and then have Aegislash in strong position. And I doubt that Mega Metagross attacks this turn because of Fake Out threatening it. But he might as well like go for an attack on the Kangaskhan. So Hitmontop switches out and he goes into Landorus. Okay. But since we know he's Life Orb, we also know that we outspeed after Mega Evolution. Yeah, I could have also, predicting that, I could have also gone for a Fake Out on the Metagross. But I didn't want to leave myself open for like a potential Hitmontop close combat if he wanted to sack it. Because, yeah, there was not really like a reason for me to like take a risk. So just going for the Double Edge right here. Yeah, and he didn't protect Metagross. Okay, so not the perfect turn for me, but we get off some good damage on Landorus. Yeah, depending on what he does with Metagross, we could switch in Landorus next turn. And he just goes for on the offense, but Sun Headbutt on the Aegislash, yeah, doesn't do much. So, which is good. Things would have looked a little bit more difficult if he went for Substitute, for example. But yeah, right now we're fine. We're fine. Now I could see him go for like Protect Earthquake this turn, but since we're Jolly, max speed will knock him out before that would happen. I think I'll just go for another Double Edge and Substitute. Because I don't think that Metagross will stay in there and just let himself be KO'd, but okay. Landorus protects, and I actually outspeed his Metagross, which is very interesting. So looks like a bulky Metagross. And he goes for the Substitute, so maybe he was predicting like Sucker Punch, and yeah, like he doesn't really lose too much from going for a sub here, I guess. Since, yeah, even if I attacked with Aegislash, I would be in Blade form right now. And yeah, like he'd just lose 25% of his health. So we're going to go for another Double Edge because I'm expecting him to switch into Hitmontop again, and yeah, Double Edge probably able to get the 2-hit KO from there. Not entirely sure, but we'll see. And he shouldn't be able to break the Substitute from Aegislash, so just going for a Shadow Ball on the Kangaskhan, on the Metagross, sorry. Yeah, doesn't get the KO with the -2 attack step. And he just goes for Sun Headbutt and hits. So yeah, maybe in hindsight, I guess this will KO. Going for an Ice Punch probably would have been better, as we might have had a chance to live that Sun Headbutt, but yeah, after that Shadow Ball and Substitute being gone, I can switch into Landorus just for the Intimidate. And yeah, we should still be in a pretty good position. Yeah, Aegislash, yeah, that's like, I know that like knockoff on Life or Protect Landorus is like very, very uncommon, but Aegislash is just doing such a good job against his team, like especially against Hitmontop and Metagross right now, because like none of those can break the Substitute if it's in shield form. So I really wanted to play it extra safe. Maybe it was a little bit too safe on second thought. Thinking about it though, I could also switch into Thundurus right here and just go for like Thunderbolt on the Hitmontop and Shadow Ball on the Metagross, and then like save Intimidate for later on. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. He might go for like protect and switch into Lando, which would be a little bit annoying, but yeah, let's see. And he just sacks it top probably, or goes for the fake out protect play, which is not something I would recommend. Yeah. Okay, so he just sacks it, and now I guess Landorus will come in, but that also means that I can just switch into my own Landorus with Thunderous and get off the Intimidate on both of his Pokemon, so that should be good. We still didn't see his last one, and if it is, especially if it is Suicune, oh, but it's Heatran. If it was Suicune, we had to preserve Thunderous, but okay, it's Heatran, so that means that we will go for King's Shoot and T-Wave, I think. Yeah, I'm guessing he might want to protect Metagross right here. Oh no, he protected the turn before. I mean, he might go for the substitute right here and T-Wave. Yeah, I should have gone for a Shadow Wall, since yeah, unless he goes for like double attacks on Slash, but I'm not even sure if Zen Headbutt or like Iron Head is able to knock it out. So yeah, that was a mistake going for the King Shield right here. I should have gone for a Shadow Ball, but I didn't think this through. But we'll see. So yeah, going for the T-Wave on Heatran though, like just so that Slash can outspeed it, and I could go for a Swagger if I wanted to. Yeah, not an optimal play right here on my end. I do apologize. As he goes for the substitute, yeah, just should have attacked. And I'm guessing Heatwave is coming. Oh, but he's paralyzed. Okay, so we won't find out. So I could go for the Heatran, the Metagross with Thunderbolt and Shadow Ball. However, I do think that there is a decent chance that he might protect Metagross and go for a Heat Wave. So I think I actually want to Swagger the Heatran and go for a Shadow Ball on the Metagross. Just so that in case he doesn't protect, I can like get rid of the substitute, but yeah, he protects. I doubt that Shadow Ball plus T-Wall would knock out the Heatran, so by going for a Swagger, I'm just giving myself a chance that substitute survives that turn. And yeah, let's just see if we get lucky. If we don't, then that's fine too. I mean, I can just King's Shield with Aegislash the next turn and Thunderbolt the Metagross, for example. Let's see. And he gets off the Heat Wave. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, that's quite a lot of damage to Thunderous, and I'm like special defensive bulky. Okay, yeah, it's a critical hit. And a burn as well. Yeah, I was like, is this like Specs or something, or maybe Life Orb, but nope. Okay, that proved a little bit unfortunate, but I think we should still be fine. Right now, I definitely can see Heatran switching out into Lando. So something I could do is just stay in like attack form and go for a Shadow Ball in that slot. Or I think that's a little bit too risky. Yeah, I think I'll just go for a substitute, and like if he switches out, which he does, I can punish it by going for the sub anyway. So yeah. Also means that as long as Thunderous survives this turn, and I do get the Thunderbolt. Oh, I'm actually faster. Wow, that's so slow. Like my Thunderous doesn't have a lot of speed EVs at all, so that's like 0 speed Metagross. Okay, I guess. But yeah, as I said, like right now, Landorus comes in, and I do get off the Intimidate on both of his Mons, and yeah, Knockoff should be able to KO the Landorus. And unless he's also Jolly max speed, and we speed tie, and he wins the speed tie, and I don't know, I should be able to like get rid of the Landorus. Like he'd also need to crit me, and then I can just Shadow Ball the Metagross. If he protects Landorus and takes out my Landorus, then I'm in a little bit of trouble. But could still be fine. Could also go for Earthquake though. Could go for Earthquake. And Shadow Ball on the Landorus. But do I want to risk that he would attack me with Landorus? I guess I can go for Earthquake and King's Shield. And he protects Lazarus. Okay, good. Yeah, I was considering just going for double attacks, but yeah, you really have to debate how likely it is that he goes for knock off on the Aegislash or protect with Metagross and Earthquake. And I thought that like knock off, I mean, as I said, like I'm almost like very sure that he doesn't have it, but going for King's Shield and Earthquake right here, like if he doesn't have knockoff, I win either way because he can KO Landorus this turn. And yeah, by going for this knockout, like I don't know, I don't think I'm making too much sense. Yeah, I'm probably like too afraid of his like Landorus having protect knockoff, and I'm pretty sure he has superpower, but yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to like not lose, you know. I guess that's what you always want, but like I didn't want to lose to like an obscure moveset, and if I like Earthquake myself and then he protects his Metagross and I don't know, goes for maybe Earthquake or knock off himself. Yeah, I mean, I guess it was a respectable assumption that Landorus would go for the protect. I just like my reasoning behind it just didn't make much sense, I guess. Okay, so right now I can go for the knockoff on Landorus since he protected the turn before and just Shadow Ball the Heatran as a protect Heatran. Probably, yeah, good play, I guess. I mean, he has to hope that I screw up right here, and he probably went for, I don't know, maybe he's Jolly Max Speed, and he tried to, like, crit me, or, like, win the speed tie and then crit flinch me or something with the Rock Slide. Or maybe crit even knocks me out with Live Verb. But, yeah, I'm not falling for that, so not the cleanest game on my end, like going for the King's Shield when it was pretty obvious that he would go for a substitute with Metagross was not very smart, but I guess yeah. In the end, just like having the like better team, I guess, like like having Aegislash in that matchup and then stuff that can support it, just like yeah, made it for me there. So I'll try to play better the next game, and yeah, something I touched a little bit in the video that unfortunately I will not upload because in the end it's just a disconnect was that my Kangaskhan is a little bit bulky. Like you can check out the EV spread in the paste bin in the description. But I'm a little bit bulky as you can probably tell from the 187 HP. It's just to take opponents like opposing Kangaskhan's low kicks. And we do find Chino from Mexico. But yeah, you can check the EV spread in the paste bin and oh, he's running Jorit's Dr. J's Parish team with an Amoonguss though as the final member. So yeah, Parish Song, Mega Gengar, Dugong, Scrafty, Amoonguss, Gothitella, and Teferi. Yeah, very strong team built by a very strong player, I think. He recently got 11th place at the London Regional using the team, like Jory did, not Tino from Mexico, and yeah, it looks like I will be buying the capture card he used for his channel in the near future, as he's like a doctor, like he's a real doctor, and he's like busy doing other stuff. So he said like he can't keep up uploading to YouTube, so that's why he wants to sell the capture card. We're still trying to figure things out, but that would mean that I would have my own one, and I could give the one I'm using at the moment back to Hibiki, but we'll see. So there are two things I can do here in this matchup. Like the first thing would be to like go with like Thunderous, Landorus, and so on. And the second thing is to lead with Aegislash. Both ways are like good in my opinion when facing Parish, but let me think. I think yeah, just it really depends on how well my opponent knows the team or like whether he knows what he's doing or not. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I think I'll lead with Aegislash. And Thunderous probably. I don't have Taunt, but I also don't have Inner Focus, on, I don't have Scrappy on Kangaskhan, so leading Kangaskhan doesn't really do too much. And if I lead Landorus, like, you generally want to bring Landorus in the back, so that in the end you can, like, um, after the first parish is like over, you can bring in Landers, and then like if you like prevented him from doing the regular stuff like set up trick room and so on and so on, you can put him in a situation where he has to like get his act together for one turn, like switch himself into a better position and protect, for example, and then you can just like dish out damage with Earthquake and like for example Thunderbolt or any attack of Genghis Khan, and that way you prevent him from getting up the second Paris Song, and yeah, that's like a good strategy to do. So leading H Dash right here is okayish, I guess. I mean, he has Crafty, which is potentially Quick Guard knockoff, as you would expect in a Parish team like this. Um, he could just go for a switch or anything, but he could also just go for like the knockoff. So I think I want to go for the substitute, and I actually also think that I want to go for a T-Wave on Gengar. Yeah, like, okay, and he doesn't switch, which is interesting. I could have gone for the Thunderbolt on Scrafty, if it's like eject button, as in the original version. And he just goes for the Fake Out. So he was not afraid of Shadow Ball or anything. Okay, really interesting play, but caught me a little bit off guard here, though, I mean, we should be fine. HSH can obviously switch out from the trap thanks to being a Ghost type. And we're pretty safe right here with Aegistash, so yeah, I'm guessing he'll switch Scrafty, or he'll just double protect, but there's not really a point in attacking Gengar right here. Yeah, he'll probably just double protect too. Oh, but he doesn't. Okay, so we'll find out whether he's eject button or not. Oh, and he's not. Okay, so I'm guessing eject button is on the Amoonguss then. So yeah, Shadow Balling right there when you have when you also could Flash Cannon is not the cleverest thing to do, but oh well. And it didn't do much damage at all. And he knocks off the Thunderous, which is definitely a questionable play. What I was like, like this can't be a Assault Vest draft. Like that would be so bad because you definitely want to have protect while like having a Perish Song like strategy. But I guess there is a small chance that he's Assault Vest, or Straft is just very spit F bulky. That could also be the case. Yeah, that did quite a bit of damage too to the Thunderous. Yeah, I'm thinking just doubling into the Gengar, and he goes for the Shadow Ball. Okay, so maybe he will go for a knockoff as well and knock out H-Slash. I went for the T-Volt there just to like see whether there was something with eject button coming in, so then I could hit the Shadow Ball on the incoming Gengar potentially. But he just goes for the knockoff and knocks out Aegislash. Questionable plays here, I guess, since yeah, generally you want to like abuse Perish Song and the trapping ability, but now he just didn't switch or like didn't protect Scrafty. Yeah, I guess I'd switch into Kangaskhan, and like, I'm guessing a Gothitelle will come in right here. So yeah, he basically has to have Duo in the back because that's like the only thing that can go for a Perish Song. Unless he wants to like beat me without Perish Song. Unless he wants to like set up Trick Room and then have Scrafty and Amoonguss sweep me, which could happen, I guess. So generally, I would like low kick the Scrafty, expecting Duo to switch in. But yeah, I mean, I gotta do it anyway, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, he withdraws Crafty at least, so now let's see the Dugong. And there it is, okay. So, and protect Gothitelle. Yeah, like, I'm not really sure, like, his plays don't make too much sense for me. So I was, like, kind of afraid of, like, him having a Moongus in the back, and he just doesn't care. He doesn't protect Gothitelle. Interesting. But we'll get off, like, we'll KO the Dugong right here. Maybe it would have been better to just go for Thunderbolt and fake out on the Gothitelle. Like, Thunderbolt the Scrafty slot and fake out the Gothitelle to prevent TR from going up, but then he can just fake out next turn. So right now it's 2-2, and Scrafty with Heal Pulse on the Trick Room is actually pretty like threatening. Even without Perish Song, he can like still beat me, I guess. Depends on his moveset too. I'm guessing he probably, like, if he has Drain Punch over Quick Guard, then that would definitely improve his position a lot. My friend Wolfie, who is like probably known as like the Perish expert, he also likes to have like offensive modes in his Perish teams, because like from time to time you're in a position where you think, yeah, like he'll just go autopilot Perish Song and then I will double up into there, like a little bit like I did. I expected him to make the obvious plays, but then you can, like, with Gothitelle and Trick Room and Heal Pulse and stuff, you can actually like just outstall and trap and beat your opponents even without Perish Song. Like, for example, if this was our lead matchup and he had Drain Punch, he could just set up Trick Room and then Heal Pulse his Crafty and then like just beat me kinda, you know. So it's definitely something to like keep in mind when playing Perish teams, that stuff like this can also happen. So I'm considering about what to take out. I'm guessing he's Heal Pulse, so there's not really a point in going for attacks on the Scrafty. But he just goes for Psychic on the Landorus. Yeah, that just... and his Ice Punch. But we live. Okay, so... yeah, like... I wasn't too crazy when I said that it looks like the Scrafty is Assault Vest from the damage. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about this, but it looks like I might lose to this because of that. But maybe Kangaskhan can tank the Drain Punch. So right now I have to think a little bit. Like, Low Kick does less damage than Double Edge, but Double Edge would take recoil. The question is, can I go for a Low Kick now and then Double Edge next turn and KO him through what he regenerated with Drain Punch, or do I have to like go for a crit right now? I think with the -1 we should be able to take a Drain Punch. Even after... oh, and he just goes for the Drain Punch right now on the Kangaskhan. Okay, interesting choice going for Assault Vest. Like, it's like one of the most, I don't know, like things that don't really make sense. Like, you're on a Perish team, like your main strategy is to like set up Perish Song and then stall out, like, you know, like stall out until everything faints. And he just goes with an item that like prevents you from going for the one move that protects you from a turn. You know, I'm not really sure if that is what I would use. It's certainly not what I would use, and I don't think it's something to recommend. But it definitely caught me off guard, and he could have won. Looks like he disconnected too at the end. Um, yeah, like, it's something to like consider. Like, even after the first bit of damage, where I went like Thunderbolt and Shadow Ball into this Raft and it didn't do much, I was like, nah, like this can't be true. Like, he can't be Assault Wizard on a Perish team, but. Okay, interesting choice. And I could have lost in the end, I guess. Like, if Gothitelle went for a better move than Psychic, he could have gone for, like, if it was like Tickle, like what Sejun Park was using at the 2014 World Championship. Like, if he had like Tickle and tickled my Kangaskhan, or I don't know. And then in the end, he also needed to knock out my Landorus to have a chance to win with a critical hit, probably. But yeah, that was still close, you know. Like Para's song is still like such a strong move and a strong strategy, so don't underestimate it. And yeah, he just KO'd my Scrafty. I probably should have played a little bit more careful with that, but anyway, good game to my opponent, and yeah, see you next episode. Don't forget to check out the pace bin in the description to see what this team is about, and yeah, also check out the videos from the Copenhagen Regionals Finals that I uploaded yesterday. The links are somewhere right now on the screen, so yeah, click them and see you next time. Bye.